Hello everyone, and welcome to another video on this page, Abortion, Facts, Ethics, and Issues. And today we're going to be talking about one of those ethical issues that our nation faces, and that is the fact that abortion is still perfectly legal in all 50 states. That since the overturning of Roe v. Wade in 2022, even in states such as Missouri, where a total ban is in effect, it is perfectly legal for women to kill their children inside of the womb. And so we're going to unpack how is that possible, why that is, and what we should think about that moving forward. And so a little bit of background information about Roe v. Wade. In 1973, the Supreme Court ruled that according to the 14th Amendment, which says that the government shall not infringe upon anyone's rights, that women would be legally protected, at least to somewhat level of regulation across every state, to have abortions. And that was law of the land for nearly 50 years, for 49 years. It wasn't until 2022, probably many of you remember this very historical moment. I know exactly where I was. That's how important it was when it happened to me in my life, that Roe v. Wade was overturned from the Dobbs decision, the Dobbs versus Jackson case, to be more specific. And what the Supreme Court did there was say, no, I actually don't think that the 14th Amendment, which says it shall not infringe upon any citizen's rights, protects abortion. Now, it's amazing that they fell short there and didn't go on to protect the rights of the preborn, but that's a later video. What's important to know right now is that when the Dobbs versus Jackson case repealed Roe v. Wade, the law of the land, for 50 years nearly, it did nothing to actually legally hinder abortion. It did not ban abortion in any way. It did not make abortion illegal in any way. All it did was say the Constitution doesn't give the federal government the right to regulate abortion in the United States. And so it gave that issue over to the states. And then every state got to decide how they were going to regulate, ban, or keep legal abortion. Like I've said in a previous video, in 2023, last year, the first full year since Roe v. Wade was overturned and abortion was given back over to the states, there were over 1,037,000 abortions at least committed in the United States. That is more in a singular year than in the past decade. So again, not only did the overturning of Roe v. Wade not legally hinder abortion, but it didn't even practically hinder abortion. There was more abortions that happened last year than any other year for the last decade. And I think starting to wrap our mind around those numbers helps us to realize that the fight is not over. And so since the laws surrounding abortion has moved to the states, let's talk about where those states are at. This video is going to really center around those 14 states where abortion is supposedly completely banned, where there's no abortions happening, Missouri being one of them. I will say that they have successfully banned the medical procedure of abortions. There's no more Planned Parenthoods in the state of Missouri, for example, and that is a good thing. No doubt some of the levels and numbers of abortions have gone down because of that, but abortion is not banned, and we're going to talk about that for the duration of this video. 4 more states ban abortion after 6 weeks, 2 more after 12 weeks, and 2 more after 15 to 18 weeks. And you might think those are good numbers, but keep in mind that a majority of abortions happen in the first trimester, in the first 6 weeks, and actually we learned that life begins at conception, so abortion at any stage of pregnancy is a tragedy. But these states are just arbitrarily picking weeks, whether it's based on heartbeat or a certain level of development, to say it's okay to kill your baby up until that point. And then in 28 more states, abortion is fully legal at any term for any reason. So in 36 states of the United States, abortion is still legal and happening in those states. And in 14 states, abortion is still legal and happening just behind closed doors. The reason I keep saying abortion is legal in these 14 states, including Missouri, where abortion is supposedly totally banned, is because in those bills, in those trigger laws that went into place after Roe v. Wade fell, every single one of them still every single one of those 14 states in their laws says that women specifically will never be prosecuted for the murder of their child. All of those states are only interested in prosecuting the provider, the abortion clinician, the abortion doctor, not the women who are making the choice to go kill their baby. Let me read, for example, Missouri's law. This is from Right to Life of the Unborn Child Act in the state of Missouri. It says specifically, "A woman upon whom an abortion is performed or induced shall not be prosecuted in violation of the law." So what does that mean? It means that even though the medical act, going to a doctor and having a baby medically killed through a physician, through a clinic, that is illegal. Those are shut down in the state of Missouri, and we praise God for that. But what it still legally allows and protects in that clause, not only in Missouri, but in the other 13 states that have these bans, so to speak, a mother is free, a mother is protected to kill her child. I mentioned a story of a woman I knew who did meth while pregnant, and the hospital, DFS, and the sheriff all told me, "There's nothing we can do about that, the baby's in the womb." And it blows your mind, but that's what's happening, is that a woman could be pregnant, go to the capital of the state of Missouri, and kill her baby inside of the womb with no legal repercussion. It'd be perfectly legal. She actually has legal protection to do that. But that still leaves the question of how could they kill their baby if the clinics are shut down? I thought with no more Planned Parenthoods, with no more abortion mills, if it's illegal to medically kill your baby, then there's no more options, right? Well, let alone very crude options that if you go to a women's march, you will see them holding up coat hangers and things of that nature. There's an abortion pill, not just the Plan B pill or the morning after pill, but a Plan C pill, an abortion pill, mifepristone, that will kill a baby very successfully through the entire first trimester of pregnancy. Let me give you some statistics on this. Last year, 2023, 63% of abortions were done by a clinician providing the Plan C pill. So that 1,037,000 of abortions that happened last year, 63% of them happened from a doctor giving this mifepristone, this abortion pill, to their patients. Now, here's the really scary part. This estimate does not include self-managed abortions or any abortions occurring in states with total bans. And so in the state of Missouri, it is illegal for a doctor to prescribe the Plan C pill. They cannot do that, and they can be prosecuted for it. However, and I hesitate to share this because I don't want people doing it, but it's important to know so that we can actively fight in the legislative branch against it. It is perfectly legal to go online and order the abortion pill and receive it and take it in your home, in the privacy of your home. You can go online on multiple sites, some paid, some free, and order the Plan C pill for yourself and take it to kill your baby through the first trimester of pregnancy. And the reason why that should be terrifying is not only the danger of self-managing an abortion for the mother, but also 93% of abortions happen in the first trimester. 93%. So let's just simplify our number a little bit. If there was 1 million abortions happening every year in the United States, 930,000 of them happen during that first trimester. A lot of times we're always talking about how horrible and horrific late-term abortions are. Well, again, life begins at conception, scientifically and biblically, and so abortion at any stage is a tragedy, is the death of a child, and 93% of abortions happen in those early stages. And the abortion pill specifically could be accounted for 63% of that total of 1,037,000 through doctors, not including states where total bans are in place. And so researchers still want to know, well, then how many abortions are happening through self-managed, through ordering the abortion pill, even in those states that are illegal? And so on top of our big number, 1,037,000, it's an estimated and a low estimate, because this is based off of self-reporting of women and a reporting of at least one of the distributors for the abortion pill. So taking those two numbers and only those two numbers is not accounting for other abortion manufacturers of the pill who distribute it. It's not accounting for women who don't self-report. So this is a low estimate, and the low estimate of the number of abortions that happened in states with total bans last year is between 53,000 and 94,000. On top of our 1,037,000, 53 more to 94 more thousand abortions happened last year in states where it's completely illegal for the medical procedure, because women have legal protection to take these pills in the privacy of their own homes. At least somewhere between 53 and 94,000 abortions took place. In the state of Missouri, that estimate is around 1,800. 1,800, again a low estimate, at least self-managed abortions took place. And so I will link some other videos where you can even watch pro-life advocates such as myself go through the steps to order these pills, just to show that even in states where it's abortion free, where abortion is illegal for the medical procedure, any woman or any family for that matter could order these pills online and take that in the privacy of their own home. And so as we end, I hope you are able to wrap your head around the fact that even though the Dobbs decision was a great thing to overturn federal protection of abortion, it did absolutely nothing in terms of federal ban of abortion. Or another way to say it, it did nothing in federal protection of the lives of those preborn children who are still being aborted. Last year, there was more abortions since the overturning of Roe v. Wade than any year for the past decade. And even in states such as Missouri, where abortion is completely illegal from conception, that is only talking about medical procedures. And still women have legal immunity to take self-managed abortion pills, killing their baby in the first trimester of pregnancy, which is where 93% of abortions take place. And so what do we do about this problem? If abortions are still happening, if abortion is still legal in states where it's banned, and really in every state at that point, physicians prescribe the Plan C pill, vendors sell it and push for it, and women take it. What can we do about that? How can we stop it? Well, we're going to go into detail in that in a later video, but ultimately, the act of abortion is what needs to be outlawed, not the method or the means of abortion. It's not that only medical procedures should be illegal, or even only chemical procedures or pills should be illegal, but the act, any act of killing a child in the womb should be outlawed, illegal, banned in every single state. We're going to talk about that for several videos, talking about the 14th Amendment, talking about how to make it illegal in our legislature, and so on. But from today's video, I just want you to take away the fact that in every state, including yours, abortions are still happening. Thank you for watching.